fired. Ready for your first day at work? Daniel asked Saif. They were riding their bikes from school to the grocery store. Daniel's mom owned the store. Yes, thanks again for getting me the job. Daniel and Saif had become friends last year. That was when the Malik family moved from Pakistan to New Jersey. School had started a few weeks ago. Saif began looking for a job after school. He needed money to help his family. Daniel talked to his mom about it. She agreed to give his friend a chance. Saif said goodbye to Daniel. He went into the store. Mrs. Brown showed him around. Then she told him what to do first. They went to the aisle with soup. She asked him to put soup cans on a shelf. See these labels? Soup cans are displayed on the shelf by brand. Keep the same brands together, Mrs. Brown said. Saif took the cans out of the box. It makes more sense to display the soup by type, he thought. I will put all the chicken soup cans here. All the cans of bean soup can go over there. That will be better. Mrs. Brown will like that. He put the cans on the shelf. A woman came into the store. Good afternoon, Saif said brightly. The customer smiled. Well, hello. I'm looking for soup. Come with me, he said. It is on aisle 10. Another customer came in. Saif waved to her. She smiled back. Then Saif's phone rang. It was his uncle. They spoke in Urdu. His uncle was old, so Saif talked loudly. The customers looked at him. Nephew, his uncle said, can you come by my apartment? This box is very heavy. I need help to carry it up the stairs. I am at work, Saif said, but my break is soon. I will come and help you then. Saif finished putting the cans on the shelf. Then he took his break. He rode his bike to his uncle's apartment. The box was big and heavy. It was hard work carrying it up the stairs. The day was hot. Saif was very sweaty when he got back to the store. Mrs. Brown stood in front of the store. She was waiting for him. I'm back, he said. What would you like me to do now? More cans? Mrs. Brown was mad. Saif, You can't work here, she said. This is not working out. He was shocked. Why? What did I do wrong? Mrs. Brown threw her hands up in the air. What have you done right? Nothing. First, you did not follow my directions. Then, you were on a long, loud phone call. Everyone in the shop could hear you. Then, you were gone for 30 minutes. Now you're back, but you're sweaty and you smell bad. Saif stared at his feet. He did not know what to say. This job is not for you, Mrs. Brown said. Go home. Saif went to his apartment. He went into the room he shared with his two brothers. Then he closed the door and laid down on his bed. Dinner was soon ready, but Saif stayed in his room. He couldn't face his family. Losing his job on the first day was embarrassing. He had failed. After dinner, the doorbell rang. Saif heard Daniel speaking to his mother. Then there was a knock on his bedroom door. Can I come in? Daniel asked. Yes. My mom told me what happened today, Daniel said. Saif could not look at his friend. Daniel, I'm so sorry. You got me a job and I ruined it. Are you angry? Are we still friends? Daniel laughed. Of course we're still friends. I came over to help you get your job back. Here's the first thing. At a job, listen to your boss. You have to do what your boss tells you. I know, Saif said. But why put the soup cans by brand? Organizing them by type makes more sense to me. It might make more sense, Daniel said, but you can't do something like that on your own. Ask your boss first. Saif nodded. You also can't talk on the phone at work. Take calls only on your break, and breaks should be short. You can't leave. Be to work on time and stay until your shift is over. Saif put his arm around Daniel. You're such a good friend. I'm listening. What else? Well, This is a little hard to talk about, Daniel said. You've got to be clean at work. I am clean, Saif said. I shower every evening. You need to smell clean, not sweaty, Daniel said. You smell a little funky. Customers don't like that. Bosses don't like that. You need to use deodorants. Saif nodded. Okay, I get it. You're a great guy, Daniel said. I know you work hard. Today was just a bad day. Let's go back tomorrow and talk to my mom. Saif smiled. Thank you so much. The next day came. After school, Saif and Daniel went to the grocery store. Mrs. Brown was outside stacking apples on a crate. Mrs. Brown, I'm sorry about yesterday. I made many mistakes, Saif said. You know, I'm sorry too, she said. I shouldn't have yelled at you. You were friendly with the customers, and you have such a big smile. It lights up the room. Saif smiled. There's that smile, Mrs. Brown said. Would you like to try working here again? Yes, please, Saif said. I can stack the apples for you. Don't worry, I won't mix them up with the oranges. You're funny. I like that, Mrs. Brown said. Okay, let's try again. Saif started stacking apples, one next to the other.